Hello everybody. Welcome to the Tina Club Yoga on Insight Timer. We'll go ahead and get started as soon as I know that somebody is here and that you can hear me. Where are you coming from today? If I could comment or get a heart, let me know that you can hear me, and we'll get started. I guess if you can't hear me, let me know. And thank you. Thank you. Oh, Ontario, New Jersey, Leslie and Georgie, thank you. All right, we'll go ahead and get started. So, my name is Tina, and I'll be taking us through a yoga flow this morning. We'll get ourselves started for the day, at least, or wherever you are. Thank you, Denise. All right. So today I'm going to have us start at the top of your mat. I'm going to turn toward you, but start at the top of your mat in a standing pose. Find a comfortable standing pose on your mat. Find what mountain pose works for you. Feel yourself grounded in the earth and yet lifting your spine up toward the sky. Balancing on your feet here. And you can close your eyes or take a gentle gaze at your cheeks. We'll go ahead and get centered in. Starting to notice our breath. Just notice how you're feeling today. Taking a body scan here from the crown of your head down through your face, your throat, your shoulders and collarbones, down your chest, just noticing how your body is feeling. Being present right here, continuing that scan down through your hips, your legs, your knees, all the way down to your feet. Feel that contact with the earth and feel yourself supported by the earth. Start to bring your inhales and exhales in and out of your nose. Allowing yourself to fill up your belly on the inhale and release your air all the way out from your belly on an exhale. Starting to balance your inhales with your exhales so that you may bring balance to your practice today. As you go throughout your practice today, I can offer you the chance to think about this quote that I saw and you might have seen as you opened your Insight Timer app today. The privilege of a lifetime is being who you are. And that's by Joseph Campbell. And so for your intention for class today, I can offer to create your poses in a way that feels authentic to your personal self and your personal body. Knowing that I'm here as a guide to give you an idea of ways that you can move, but your body may move in a whole different way than mine, and that's great, and that is a privilege. So as you're ready, You can flutter your eyes open or keep them closed, and on your next inhale, raise your arms up toward the sky. And as you exhale, reach for your left hand with your right hand, right wrist, left hand with your right. Tip over to your right side. And on your next inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale, take your left hand around your right wrist and tip over to the left. And again, inhale, reaching up, shoulders away from your ears. Exhale, reaching over to your right side. Inhale up. Exhale, reaching over to your left. And one more time on each side. Inhale, reaching up, lengthening your spine. Exhale, exploring that space. Inhale up. Exhale to the left. And inhale up here. And on your exhale, twist over to the right, lowering your arms down. Maybe your right arm comes behind, left arm goes across. Inhale, open up your arms, and exhale over to the other side. And again, inhale, chest forward, arms out, and then twist, bringing your arms closer to your body. Inhale, open. Exhale, twisting from your hips. And one more time. Inhale, open. Twist over to the other side. Inhale, open. Twist to the left. Inhale, open. And exhale, release your arms down. From the front of your mat here, we'll start our sun salutations. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, folding from your hips, forward fold. Nice bend in your knees. Belly and thighs are touching. Inhale, half lift, pressing your hands into your shins or thighs to support you, gaze directly down. Exhale, forward fold, plant your hands, your feet go back to the mat, back to the back of your mat. And on your inhale, shift your shoulders over your wrists, maybe coming up onto your tippy toes. And then as you exhale, you can lower your knees or keep them raised. Bend your elbows back toward your feet, letting your upper arms rub close to your ribs. And when you've gone far enough down, roll your shoulders back, lower your hips, press into your cobra. Chest scooching forward, shoulders back. Downward facing dog on an exhale. Curl your toes, maybe come to your knees and raise your seat. Downward facing dog. It's our first downward dog of the day, so maybe walk your dog a little bit here, bending one knee and then bending the opposite knee, lowering the opposite heel down toward the earth. And back and forth, whatever pace feels good for you. And then come to stillness. Have your knees nice and bent here and really press your chest back toward your thighs. Celebrate how your body comes into this downward facing dog. And then maybe release your heels down toward your mat. And then on your next inhale, look to the front of your mat. Exhale as you step your feet toward your hands, forward fold. Half lift on an inhale, shoulders even with your hips. Gaze down toward the earth. Exhale, bending your knees, forward fold. Let your head hang in between your upper arms. Inhale, coming all the way to standing. Reach your arms up toward the sky. And exhale, bring your hands heart center. And again, inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Plant your hands. Feet go to the back of the mat. Plank. Straight line from the crown of your head to your sit bones. Shift your shoulders over your wrists. You can lower your knees or keep them raised. And then bend your elbows back towards your feet. chaturanga. Inhale, lower your hips, roll your shoulders back, press into the earth. Look forward, coming into your cobra, baby cobra, or straighter arms, cobra. And then curl your toes, raise your seat, downward facing dog. Inhale, look to the front of your mat, and exhale as you step or hop your feet toward your hands, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way to standing, reach your fingertips up high. Exhale, hands, heart, center. Again, inhale, reaching up. Exhale, folding forward from your hips. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Plant your hands, step or hop your feet to the back of the mat. Inhale, shift your shoulders forward. Exhale, bend your elbows, chaturanga. Lower down halfway, all the way. And then inhale, roll your shoulders back, hips go down, chest forward, shoulders away from your ears, cobra. Exhale, curl your toes, raise your seat, downward facing dog. Take a few breaths here in downward dog. Incorporating moments of movement with moments of stillness. At any time, scanning your body, noticing how you're feeling. Noticing how this practice, this moment is unique to you and what a privilege that is. When your next inhale comes, look to the front of your mat, and as you exhale, step or hop your feet toward your hands to make a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way to standing. Reach your fingertips up high. Bring your palms together and exhale, lower your hands, heart center. Allow your thumbs to rest on your heart space. Maybe you can notice your heart beating against your thumbs. It's a unique beat, all your own. As you're ready, make your way back to the front of your mat. Find your mountain pose. Shoulders over your hips. Hip bones above your knees, knees above your ankles. Toes and knees pointing forward, balancing on your feet. On your next inhale, sweep your arms up to the sky, and as you exhale, find your chair, bending your knees, seat going back. Staying here for a moment on an inhale, maybe making sure your shoulders away from your ears. If the hands reaching up is a lot for your shoulders, bring your hands heart center. Continue to breathe, look down, make sure you can see your toes so that your seat is really reaching back. And on your next inhale, straighten your legs, come up to standing, reach your arms up high. And then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Plant your hands. Bring your feet to the back of the mat, plank. You can come into a vinyasa flow here, or you can skip it and meet us in downward dog. If you're flowing, shift forward. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, coming into your back bend, or up dog, or cobra, or sphinx. Curl your toes, raise your seat on an exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, raise your right leg up toward the sky. Exhale, bend the knee, point that knee up toward the sky as you maybe look underneath your right armpit to open your hip. And then inhale, straighten your legs, square your hips back toward the mat. And then shift that foot forward, coming into a runner's lunge. On your next inhale, shoulders come up over your hips, finding your crescent. Maybe using your hands on the top of your thigh before raising your hands up toward the sky, finding your balance here. On your next exhale, rotate your back foot down, opening it up into warrior two, looking over your right fingertips. Inhale, shift your shoulders forward, flip the front palm, tip back, reverse warrior. Front knee stays bent. Inhale, sweep that right arm up, shoulders shift forward, lower your forearm onto your thigh, left arm next to left ear, side angle. Inhale, shoulders over your hips, warrior two, reach your arms out. On your next inhale, rotate your back foot up, and both arms come up, chest forward, crescent. Exhale, release your hands down to the earth, and then bring that back foot to meet the front, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way to standing. Reach your hands up high. Exhale, hands heart center. Other side, inhale, reaching up. Chair on the exhale, bend your knees, seat comes back. Inhale, straighten your legs, come to standing. Exhale, tip from your hips, forward fold. Half lift on an inhale, shoulders even with your hips. Forward fold on the exhale, plant your hands, feet go back, find your plank. Flow or skip it and meet us in downward dog. If you're flowing, shift your shoulders forward. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, scoop your chest forward, shoulders back, back bend, hips down. Exhale, curl your toes, raise your seat, downward facing dog. On your next inhale, raise your left leg up high. And on an exhale, bend your knee, point the knee up toward the sky as you rotate to twist, maybe looking underneath your left armpit. And then inhale, straighten your leg, square your hips to the mat, and shift your body forward into a runner's lunge with the left foot at the front of the mat. Back heel is straight and strong. On your inhale, rise up into crescent, shoulders over the hips, fingertips to the sky. Exhale, rotate your back heel, lower your wings, looking over your left fingertips to warrior two. Inhale, shift your shoulders forward, flip that front palm, reverse warrior on an exhale, raise that left arm up, right arm comes back or at the midline of your back. Inhale, sweep your left arm forward, lower your forearm to your left thigh, right arm next to right ear, side angle. Inhale, shoulders over your hips, reaching your arms out, looking over your left fingertips. Exhale, release your shoulders away from your ears. And on your next inhale, rotate your back foot up, turn your chest forward and sweep your arms up into crescent. Exhale, bring your hands down, bring that back foot to meet the front, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way to standing. Reach your fingertips up high. Come into a back bend if you'd like, raising your chest up toward the sky. And then come to standing on an exhale, hands heart center. Bring your thumbs to your heart space here. Take a breath. Notice any changes that have happened in your body since you began this practice today. Knowing what a privilege it is to explore your own body in this way. And then as you're ready, release your hands. And we're going to come into a yogi squat here. So your feet can be pointed out to the corners of your mat. And then you'll start to bend your knees the same direction as your toes and lower your seat down until you find your yogi squat or your cat like me. So lower down, maybe have your elbows in between your thighs if that's available. Keep your chest nice and open as you feel your seat coming down toward the earth. Maybe your hands are pressing together. Take a breath. You can stay here or come out of it and take a seat, or if crow is part of your practice, this is a good time to go into that. I've been working on it for 25 years. Maybe I'll get it today, maybe not. It's just me. So if you're going to go into crow, raise your seat up, point your toes forward, and then lower your hands back down, bending your knees generously, maybe raising your heels, bringing your knees to the upper parts of your triceps. Your hands are firmly into the ground in front of you. Look forward. And as you exhale, maybe you round your spine as you press into the earth and shift your body forward. And this is where you're feeling that weight in your hands. This may be enough for you today. Or maybe you lift your toes up and bring your knees together. Oh, or you get a cramp in your toe like I just did. And from wherever you are, go ahead and make your way back down onto your back. So thanks for playing with me there. One of these days, I'll be able to hold my crow pose, but it's not today, and that is just fine. So from here, bend your knees up toward the sky, feet flat on the earth. And on your next inhale, raise your right leg up high and cross the knee or cross the ankle on the top of the left knee. And then bring your left knee in toward your body. You can take your right hand in that little triangle you've made and reach behind your thigh or at the front of your shin. Trying to let your shoulders reach down toward the earth. If you haven't already, start allowing your breath to release out of your mouth to help cool you down. As we start to release, from here, we're going to come into stacking our knees on top of each other. So bring your right knee on top of the left and allow your feet to go to the opposite sides of your mat. And from here, bring the knees in toward your chest. They may not stack, and that's fine. You can reach toward your knees or shins or even toward your feet to feel this stretch here. It's kind of a reclined cow-faced pose. And release your feet, reach your arms out into a T, and lower both knees over toward your left side. Coming into a twisted twist. Hello. On your next inhale, using your core, start to bring your knees up toward the sky, planting your left foot on the ground. And then unwind your feet, bringing both feet to the earth, parallel to each other, knees pointing up. You can bring your hands back toward your hips. And reach your left leg up, cross the left foot on top of the right knee. And then figure four or reverse pigeon, bring your right knee in towards your chest, take your left hand in that little triangle, reaching behind your shin. or behind your thigh or at the front of your shin. And breathe. Hey. Releasing your bind here, taking your left knee on top of your right, bringing your feet to the opposite sides of your mat, so you're like crossing your legs. Bring your knees in towards your chest and bring your hands to the front of your knee or to your shins or feet, whatever works for your body, your unique body. And breathe. Release your legs, open your arms out into a T, and lower both knees over to the right side. Your left leg is on top, closer to your body, it's on top. Twisted belly twist. Using your core, start to bring your knees up toward the sky, planting your right foot down, and when both hips get to the ground, unwind your feet and place your feet down parallel to each other, knees still pointing up. Fingertips are reaching down towards your heels. We'll find a bridge here on your next exhale. Raise your hips up toward the sky. Maybe tucking your shoulder blades underneath your upper back. Gaze stays up toward the sky. Continuing to breathe here on each exhale. Maybe you raise your hips a little higher, a centimeter, an inch, a millimeter. And then as you're ready, lower your hips slowly back down to the earth. And when your back is completely on the ground, take a breath. And then sway your knees from side to side to release your back. From here, bend your knees in toward your chest, reach your feet up toward the sky. You can come into happy baby here, releasing your knees down towards your armpits, reaching behind your thighs or shins, ankles, or maybe even reaching onto your big toes, knees tracking down towards your armpits. You can rock or stay still. And breathe. And then from here, bring your knees together. Hug your knees into your chest, maybe making some circles or rocking, anything that feels good for your back here. And then as you come to stillness, curl yourself into a tight little ball on your next inhale, bringing your forehead towards your knees. And you'll hold that breath. So inhale, hold your breath for 3, 2, 1, and then exhale, release down onto your mat, to your final relaxation pose. Whatever that means for you, traditionally your toes are pointing out to the side. Maybe you have something underneath your knees. And allow yourself a moment here to relax, release, and let go. Bring your awareness back to your breath. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Maybe rock your head from side to side, bringing movement back into your body, and bringing your mind back into the space with us together. As you're ready, curl up onto one side into a fetal pose, using your lower arm as a pillow, for a last moment of quiet and stillness, to thank yourself for making it to the mat today, for celebrating the privilege of a lifetime just by being who you are. And to remember that time at rest is never wasted. As you're ready, press yourself up to a seated position, hands heart center, bowing toward your fingertips to close out our practice. It's truly an honor to guide you through this practice today. I hope you have a peaceful and powerful rest of your day. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Namaste. Thank you, everybody. It's been such an honor to guide you through this yoga practice today. Like I just said, I am very excited to be here. And thank you so much for your donations. Thank you, Jennifer. I hope that if there was anybody who couldn't hear, that they found their hearing. Let me know maybe in the comments or send me a message. You're probably not here if you couldn't hear me. So apologize for that. I didn't see that until just now. Thankfully, Jackie yesterday mentioned that my camera seemed a little far away. Thank you, Christine. Thank you. So I brought the camera a little bit forward. And so hopefully that feels a little closer, or maybe you could see a little bit better. But if there's anything that you would ever want to recommend to me, feel free to leave a comment. You can also message me from my page on Insight Timer. I always comment and reach back out to those who donate, and try to create another class each time I receive donations. So I really appreciate that. Oh my gosh. Well, thank you, Christine. That's awesome. Yeah, I went looking for a stand for my camera, but Instead, I'm using a box on my couch, and this is thank you so much, Christine. This is until I get my own studio, we're just working on this, and we have the cats, and it's nice though, because I wake up and hello. I wake up and I'm able to get things set up right here in my house, and I get kind of my practice in. It's not the same as being in a practice, and I am planning on going to my own yoga class later today. Well, I'm sure my kitty would love you too if he was there. I have 3, but the other 2 are sometimes more shy. This one is all over the place, probably because I'm wearing black, and the white fur just goes perfectly with the black. So I want to be respectful of everybody's time. This is a 30-minute class. We're at 36 minutes now, and awesome. 3 is a good number. I like it. I had one when I moved here, when I met my husband, and I said, "Oh, I'm going to get married, and I'm probably not going to become have a house full of cats." Well, he's worse than me. So he'll find a cat and go get it fixed up and say, "Oh, we're just going to keep it for a little while." And like one of our other ones, he found out on, we live close to an Air Force base, and there was a kitten who was living in the sewers. And everybody out at his job was feeding the cats, and then, the base came around and said that's not safe for the airplanes and everything. So there was a man there who was like, "Well, I'll take it to my property, and maybe it can be a trap for some coyotes." And my husband said no. He took the cat. He's like, "We're not going to keep this cat." Well, and I'm like, "Well, what are we going to call it when it's here?" "We'll just call it Kitty, not get attached." Well, Kitty's been here 12 years now, so. But anyway, that's my little story for today. I had this morning flow a little bit earlier because I am expected in an hour at a meeting, so I have to go get ready for that. And and I'll be back tomorrow and every day this week, starting Chicago time 7:01 is when I'll be starting for the rest of the week. And then Friday, I believe at 8 or 8:01, I'll be having also a restorative practice, which is holding the poses for 5 to 15 minutes to help reset your parasympathetic nervous system so you can get out of that fight and flight and get some nice relaxation in. So again, thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for your donations. They help me keep going on my mission to bring mindfulness and movement to people who need a more peace and power in their lives. So thank you so much, and I will see you again soon. Bye.